part 3 of our teacher training series, editing videos in TV for Education. Hi everyone, my name is Quentin. Thank you for joining us again today for our teacher training session. Now today is going to be all about how do I edit my TV for Education videos. I found the video that I wanted to use in my lesson, or I want to send it home to my kids, but I really only want to focus them on a portion of that video, whether it's 5 minutes or two 15-minute segments or 16 2-minute segments. How do I edit it so that when I send that to my kids, they're not watching the whole content and getting distracted by all the other components? They're just zeroing in on something that I want them to really look at. Well, let's jump in and have a look. I'm just going to jump over to my screen here. Okay, now, just like in the video yesterday, all of the editing is done through smart classrooms. Okay, so we can go ahead and create a lesson. We're going to continue this from yesterday's video. So if you don't know how to create a lesson, make sure that you go and check that out. It is going to be in the playlist on our YouTube channel. Okay, so I want to go in and have a look at that lesson that I created yesterday. Now, the way that I do that is by coming to Smart Classrooms and clicking on My Lessons. And this is going to show me all of the lessons that I have created in the past. Wait for that to load. Okay, so here are all my lessons and videos that I've added to my favorites. Yesterday's lesson, water and chemical reactions. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that, and that's going to open that lesson for me. Now, if you remember yesterday, we added 2 videos to our lesson. Okay, we added a couple of questions as well. Okay, so there's my video 1, and if I scroll down, there's my video 2, and all the questions that relate to it. Okay, so in this example, I'm going to go ahead and edit the second video that I've added. So all I need to do is I need to scroll down, find the video that I want to edit, and on the left hand side there is the scissors icon. Okay, and this is how we access the video editor for this particular object. So if I go ahead and click on that, it opens up the video editor for me. So I've got a little preview window in there, which will allow me, if I go ahead and click play, that will play that video for me. Okay, and I've also got the control buttons down here. So what we need to do with the video editor is to tell the system which parts of the video we want to keep. Okay, so just remember that in the back of your mind. So all we need to do is, using the scroll bar and the play button, is find that particular part of the video that we want our students to watch. When we get to that particular point, we have a left arrow, and this is going to set the chapter start time. Okay, so if we cast our eyes over onto the start time field on the right hand side, when I click on that icon, it's going to put the timestamp of where the cursor is at that point in time to signify this is where we want the chapter to start from. Okay, the part of the video that we want the kids to watch. Okay, on the cursor, on the scroll bar, you can also see that it's put in a little red icon for us. So it's telling us when we send this video to the kids, they are going to start watching from that point. Okay, now we don't want them to watch the entire video after that point. We want it to stop at a particular point. So again, we go ahead and find that particular part of the video where we want it to stop. Okay, and we'll specify that it's somewhere here. Okay, now again, watch what happens at the end time field on the right hand side when I click the right hand arrow. Okay, so we can see here that my chapter is going to start at 1 minute and 22 seconds into the video. It's going to end at 5 minutes and 15 seconds. Okay, and when we look at our play bar here, we can see that it's put a marker at the start point and a marker at the end point. So that's telling us when we send the video, that's all that the students are going to be able to see. Okay, on the right hand side, we've got our start time and our end time. it's now going to ask us for a chapter title. So we can be really simple and just call it chapter 1, or we can give it a bit of an explanation. Example of how water can be used other than drinking. Okay, and click create chapter. And what it does is it puts a chapter list on the left hand side. So you can see here that we've got chapter 1, it's highlighted. We can see on here that it's been saved 1 minute 22 to 5:15. Okay, now if that's all that we wanted to do, all we need to do is close the video editor, and all of those changes have been saved. So when the kids get that video and they click play, instead of it playing from the very beginning, it's going to start just at that chapter that we created. Okay, now let's say that we want to make more than one. Okay, if I go back to my editor by clicking on the scissors, okay, it's got my last chapter loaded in. Okay, I want to add another chapter. So all I need to do is scroll to the particular point, hit the start marker, go to the end, hit the end marker, and put on a chapter title, Water in Biology. Create that chapter. Now we've got 2 chapters for this video. Okay, if I have a timestamp that's been referenced on an ACARA website or on the BBC for Education website, anything like that, we can go ahead and just type those numbers in too. So we can say from 12 minutes, 32 seconds to 23 minutes and 48 seconds. Okay, last chapter. Okay, so it's really, really easy to edit all of those items. Okay, we can see here that we've got the 3 chapters for this particular video loaded on the left-hand side. On the play bar, we can see where it is actually in the total length of the video. Okay, and we've got the controls on the right and underneath. Okay, again, as long as you've got a little orange chapter marker up here, there's no need for you to do anything more. There's no need to save, nothing. All you need to do is close that down. Okay, and your video has been edited. That's all that you have to do. Now, this editing process can be done on any device, as long as you've got internet access and as long as you have a browser, whether it's Edge, Chrome, Safari, Mozilla Firefox, it's going to enable you to do that. So if you are on the train on the way home, pull out your phone, pull out your iPad, you can do all of this from your smart device. Okay, there's no apps that you need to download. It's all on your browser. Okay, we like to keep it simple. The next part of the video editor is the ability to notate and add closed captions yourselves on top of the video. So if you've gone and created an object like this and you're wanting to put in extra notes over the top of the video that says things like, pay attention kids, question number 3 relates to the next 2 minutes of this video, and have that actually pop up and then after 30 seconds close down, you can do that through the editor as well. Now, we're not going to go through that today, but follow us on our YouTube channel. So right now, go down and click the subscribe and click the bell. We're going to be doing some more advanced teacher training sessions over the coming weeks. If you are subscribed and you hit that bell, you will get notification of when those events are happening. You'll also get first access to promotions that we're running and other training events. We've also got some really exciting things lined up with a couple of other teachers here around Australia. So make sure that you are subscribed so that you get notification of that. Okay, in regards to the session today, once you've gone ahead and edited that program, again, go down the bottom and hit share. Your share parameters load up. You can specify whether you want students to be able to interact with the questions, whether you need to secure the lesson and the video so that other students that are in lower year levels can't access the material accidentally. You can do all of that from this screen. Okay, so just make sure that when you are looking at adding all of these benefits to your TV for Education videos, you're doing it through the Smart Classrooms module. Okay, so you can go over to TV for Education and search the library, but when it comes to adding questions or anything like that, you do that through Smart Classrooms. Okay, if you're not seeing Smart Classrooms on your menu, it's because you don't have the correct privileges. So you need to go and have a chat to your library administrators or your IT managers and get them to activate you as a teacher on the system. Otherwise, you can contact us, send us an email, support@functionalsolutions.com.au, and we can help you out. Okay. So thank you very much everyone for coming and joining us today, learning about how to edit videos really simply through the TV for Education system. Join us tomorrow. We're going to be having another look at the Smart Classroom side of TV for Education and how we can get the results from our students out of the system. Okay, so we've sent an object home to the students. They've watched the edited videos and they've answered some questions. We want to be able to see how did they go. Did they get 100 out of 100%? Did they maybe need a little bit of assistance? How do we go about getting all that information out of TV for Education? So join us again if you haven't registered. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe down below and you'll get notification of when that event is planned and when it goes live. My name is Quentin. Thank you so much for attending and we'll catch you tomorrow.